The topic for the day is reforming physician prescribing. I think the title chosen by the organizers is quite apt. They've used the word reforming. We go back to the undergraduate medical college days, wherein pharmacology used to be a subject in the second MBBS. And while doing this, these slides, I went back to those days. So we'll just quickly begin. The prescription writing has become very complex in recent times. Medication errors, the awareness thereof, everything is on the rise. And that is basically the genesis of healthcare or medical quality, basically. And as healthcare professionals or doctors, we all have an important role in understanding how prescriptions can lead to better patient safety. So we'll just try to understand what medication safety is all about, as also that there has to be a continuous learning along the way to improve the lives and to prevent patients from harm. We all know a little bit about medication management and the medication errors. We also need to understand that the prescription errors, as per the recent studies carried out by WHO or NPSA, that is the National Patient Safety Agency, say a lot about the contribution of prescription errors and how a wrong prescription or erroneous prescription, so to say, if I were to be very, very moderate, can contribute and lead to very severe adverse outcomes and sometimes even death. There are plenty of studies. We'll just try to briefly see some of those. So we begin by saying that a good prescription is one. The definitions are so many. There could be a definition by Joint Commission. There is a definition of a good prescription by WHO as well as our own NABH. A generic name is most preferably to be used. And a prescription is always to be customized or tailored according to the individual requirements of the patient. And there is never a better thing or a bigger contributor to patient safety than to listen to the patient and proper history taking, which includes allergies. And clear communication with the patient regarding how much, what to expect. A clear communication between the healthcare provider, the doctor, the physician, the consultant, and the patient, as well as also with the family, is very much in order. And it's also very important to involve the patients in this. Just trying to enumerate whether it is failure to notice an allergy or an excessive dose or an inappropriate dosage of the prescribed drug, though very much indicated, could also contribute. Use of a sound-alike or a look-alike in the prescription, or non-adherence to clinical practice guidelines, because as in the next 5 minutes we'll see, the National Health Service, the NHS has come up with some clinical guidelines on the prescription writing as well. So what happens? What could happen when we say around 1/5 to 1/3 or nearly 2/3 of medication errors leading to patient harm could be on account of prescriptions? What do we actually mean? So these are a few examples wherein an aspirin, once it is written along with a drug which is supposed to be there for diabetes, could reduce the bioavailability or even the effectiveness of that drug. NSAIDs, if they are given along with methotrexate or something like digoxin, could also adversely affect the outcomes. These are a few more examples of acetaminophen, digoxin, and methyl dopa, wherein counseling is the uppermost regarding the food drug or the drug to drug interactions. Once we know that errors are happening, an analysis as to why they are happening. So number one could be that there is insufficient knowledge, because most of the hospitals that we work in, I mean, with due respect to everyone, we are all from a galaxy of hospitals or from across this country or overseas. So there could be people who are having insufficient knowledge about what they are prescribing. The Indian scenario, whether in public health or even in the private sector, the actual prescription writing is done not by the senior consultant. There could be a miscommunication between the consultant or the physician and the person who is responsible to get that drug from the pharmacy, which in our scenarios happens to be a nurse. there is always a possibility that this prescription is not understood at all, or misunderstood, or wrongly interpreted by the person who is dispensing at the pharmacy level.